Now let's welcome anchor Robert Keston. Robert believes in universal human rights and has dedicated crucial years of his life to the integration of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights around the world. He conceptualized the UN Decade of Human Rights Education and is now the president of Stonewall National Museum, Archives, and Library. Robert, the Stonewall National Museum Standing on the Shoulders of Heroes Gala will be celebrated Saturday on March 1st. Tell me what's happening.
Well, yes, we'll be at the venue in Wilton Manors on March 1st, starting at 6 p.m. And we will be welcoming Diana Nyad, Tristan Schukraft of Trist Hotels, and a whole host of other businesses. He is the CEO of Everything Gay, as they like to say.
Yes.
And as I've been told, he's also good looking, which certainly helps. We will be inducting Edie Windsor into our Standing on the Shoulders National Touring Exhibit. Judith Windsor will be there to accept the award for Edie's joining that exhibit, and that's very exciting. There'll be an announcement made by the legendary author Rita Mae Brown about our new women's division. And I think one thing that's really important, historically, many of the events in our community are skewed towards men. And this year we'll have nearly 50% of the audience being women.
That's great.
So for us, that's very important, because when I started at Stonewall, we said that we would be going for parity between men and women in the library, in the archive, and in our exhibits. And we're almost there, even in our most expensive event, which is also the lifeblood to our sustainability, especially with all these government cuts, foundation cuts, corporation cuts that are attacking our community. So please consider coming to our gala on Saturday, March 1st at the venue. And for more information, it's stonewall-museum.org. That's stonewall-museum.org. And you can still get some of the remaining tickets there, and you will have a ball. There's a lot of fun people that will be there that night.
Yes, including me.
Including you.
Yes, I will be there.
Or maybe we should say especially.
Oh, see, I love that. Flattery will get him everywhere. Yes, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure it's going to be a fabulous time. And I am a full supporter of Stonewall because, again, like I said, our stories are powerful and they're meaningful, and we cannot be erased. I mean, we are a part of nature, whether people want to believe it or accept it or not. Yes. And we're here, we're born into life, we have each and every one of us our individual life paths, and our lives mean something. Absolutely. And when you go to Stonewall, there's so many wonderful stories. And besides, I graced the walls at Stonewall at one time. Yes, I was in a special exhibit.
Yes, you were. It was an exhibit on trans women of color, and it was them telling their stories with their own things and words. And
yes,
it was a wonderful exhibit, and one of the very few times when that was the focal point of an entire gallery space.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, Robert, you've been a part of our Hollywood Pride event with the Stonewall Museum since our first year, and we've made history and culture has been a part of our Pride event since the beginning. But when we started doing that, I don't think we could have realized that we would be in a place years later that history and culture is trying to be erased. So the work of the Stonewall Museum is so important for our community, and the stories that are there. And as I do tell people all the time to stop in and check it out if they are not aware that we have this gem that exists here in South Florida. It's another thing that, I think who have lived here a while can take for granted. But when people are here, I always recommend, if they're looking for something to do, to stop and look at some of the culture that we actually have here that's not inside of a bar.
Yeah.
So definitely go and get your tickets for Stonewall Museum Gala this weekend. And Queer News Tonight looks forward to seeing you at the Standing